third annual Burrgles Award Show. Yes, yes. The Burrgles are back. I zoomed in the wrong way, everybody. I didn't know which way the camera was zooming in, but it was the wrong way. You got dressed up? All right. Gamers, it's the third annual Burrgles Award Show. If you don't know what the Burrgles are quite simple. We look at the year of content on the Burr channel, and you, the community, vote on your favorite categories. There's lots of different categories, lots of fun games were played this year, and I'm excited to be here with these categories. Oh, someone did a time warp filter. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to shut those off. I forgot to shut off the time warp, but that's fine. Those are gone. But we have tons of different categories to go through, all voted for by the community on twitch.tv/Burr.
Brother, this guy stinks!
I do not know why those are working either. This is a disaster. Before we get this going, let me shut off all these things, these damn filters. You know what's funny? I made sure to not save the whatever OBS dashboard has that stuff on it. I made sure not to copy it into this scene, but it's still in this scene, which is crazy if you ask me. This community is terrible. But we will get rid of all of these. We're sorry about the interruption. The third annual Burrgles are here, but they're also getting ruined. Let's turn off all of these for now. My fault on that, gamers. My fault on that. But now, let's get the Burrgles started. We have the first category, with the first category being the older game of the year. Older game of the year. On this stream, we have a lot of older games played, and of course, a lot of fun ones. So let's take a look at the nominees for the older game of the year. This is for any game that was not made in 2023. So let's see what the best ones were from the past year. If he really wanted to kill her, why not just shoot her in the face right now? Oh. Well.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
That noise! What was that sound? Monsters will roam about like they own the place. I own the place. In other words, our world will be a total mess. No one wants to live in a world like that, especially me. So come on, everybody. Let's join together to call upon the great God. Let's show Ami that we truly believe. Put your hands together if you want to clap as we take you through this monkey rap. Akuma. It's punishing time! You see, A1 didn't do the challenge and tried to have a community little team up with Falcus live here. Little did they know that I was watching the whole time! It's punishing time! Tier list. Roguelites. That was a little, Those were the nominees. Those were some 5 great games that we got to witness. Obviously, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood got recently played. Fantastic time. Okami got played in the beginning of the year. I think around March. It was a Marbles on Stream game. Same with LA Noire, a Marbles on Stream game, another fan favorite. Half-Life got played during August, and Borderlands also got played during August. So we will see what the community thinks the best older game of the year is. Honestly, also in the Okami clip, Here's a little deep dive in the Okami clip. I was holding back tears during that, which is why I kept itching my nose. I was holding back tears because it was a very emotional ending. So the emotionless husk of a man strikes again without crying. But the winner for the older game of the year goes to LA Noir with 31.1% of the votes. 31.1% of the votes going to LA Noir. That's a close race right there. Congratulations to LA Noir. A12407 was the user in Twitch chat to pick that game from Marbles. Good game overall. Very good time. The next category, we have a simple one. Every single year, these games are not in anywhere near as old as those games because these games aren't even out yet. This next category is the best demo from the Steam Next Fest. If you did not know, the Steam Next Fest happens 3 times a year, February, June, and October. And in that time period, there's 1 week where there's a bunch of games that are coming out soon that have demos available. And every single year, we play and participate in all of the Next Fest and play about 20 games every single Next Fest. So here's a look at some of the best games that we have played that have not released yet from the Steam Next Fest. We have Blueprints, Starvaders, Mainframes, Hollywood Animal, and Waltz and Jam. These are all fantastic games. I'm excited for all of these to come out. I probably will stream all of them besides maybe Hollywood Animal. That's a city builder. Don't really stream those, but they're all very, very good. Oh, I spelled animal wrong on the card. My bad, everybody. I spelled animal wrong. Apparently, I don't know how to spell. But the winner for the best Steam Next Fest demo, we have another Next Fest coming out in 2 months, so we'll have more games coming. Steam Next Fest demo goes to Mainframes with 37.3% of the votes going to Mainframes. That is a cute platformer game. 100% everyone should be looking at that one. If you want to see all these demos, they are available. Go check these games out. Mainframes was great. Congratulations to Mainframes on winning the best Steam Next Fest demo from the Burrgles 2024. There's no Steam Deck giveaways here. Sorry. But now, next category we have is the Hidden Gem. Now, we play a lot of Steam Next Fest demos, but here's something else we play a lot of. A lot of games that, let's be honest, nobody has ever heard of. And this is this category. This is the Hidden Gem of the year. So the games that, don't have a lot of love behind them, but the games are still well made and deserve a lot more. So here's your nominees for this year's Hidden Gem Award in the Burrgles. Oh my God, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Okay, well, don't worry. There it is, the Hidden Gem. Goodbye. I got 500,420. I'll take it. We're having an emotional moment in this game. Enter in the realm of the dead, and you start playing the fucking sound bits. There's a lot of raw emotion in here, and this guy's coming out with the Donkey Kong and the Halo. Right over here. There it is. Show the guide map again. There it is. Annoying little fucker. All right, let's go to number 3 now to get that dog. But the good news is I look like a professional with this game. The good news is I look like a professional with this game now. Oh no, I beat him. I didn't get to level 30 either. I was level 29. Those are the hidden gem categories. Those are the hidden gem categories. We had Wormhole, which we interviewed the developers for Wormhole on the Interviewing Indies podcast. Great little game. It's, you know, it's a worm game. You go play. It's like the game Snake. We had Tales of Kinzera, a really fun Metroidvania. Pinball Spire, another fun Metroidvania. We had a lot of great games. Exophobia, another fun Metroidvania. Nominees. Yeah, I mess up words. Sorry. My cat's clawing at the door, and it's really annoying. Anyways, the hidden gem of the year. The nominees. I have a feeling I know which one's going to win this. Hidden gem goes to Wormhole by Pocket Moon Games with 51.8% of the votes. 51.8%. Wormhole. Check it out on Steam. It's a great time. I was not surprised by that one. All of you should go buy Wormhole. It is a great game. Go wishlist all the games. We love Wormhole. Winning the best hidden gem of the year in the Burr Awards 2024. The Burrgles is what they're called. And next, we have the best time Burr has sold out. If you didn't know, I'm a content creator and I need to make some money. So this year I had you guys vote on the best time that I decided to sell out and make some extra money. A few of these have been through Stream Elements and others from just reaching out to me. The title is still Rivals for a bit. But the best time Burr has sold out. We have Monopoly Go. A lot of you played Monopoly Go for me, and I appreciate you playing Monopoly Go for me. Temtem Swarm. I made a YouTube video. We did a stream. It was a fantastic time. Still, you should buy Temtem Swarm. Very good Horde Survivor. Honkai Star Rail. Zenless Zone Zero. And then another great Horde Survivor with Bloodshed. Very, very good sponsorships all around. And, well, shout out to all those companies that sponsored me and gave me money. The winner for the best time Burr has sold out this year goes to Monopoly Go with 66.7% of the votes. All of you were voting for Monopoly Go with 66%, probably because it paid me the most, because you guys got me the most money. Let's go Monopoly Go. And speaking of selling out, did you guys know that Burr, me, we have a Let's Play channel? All these categories that you're seeing with all the nominees and all the games that we've played, almost all of them, they are all available on the YouTube Let's Play channel. As of making this, we are 13 subs away on the channel to get, well, ad revenue. And if you're watching this on the YouTube Let's Play channel, you're probably already subscribed, so you don't really need to worry about that too much. But the YouTube Let's Play channel, you should follow it and subscribe to it. Now, all the games that are on the YouTube Let's Play channel, it's everything from this stream. And one thing that we've done a lot this year is we played a lot of old games. And now the next category is older Metroidvania of the year. This is completely different than older game of the year, because for the older game of the year, we're kind of looking at, AA, AAA, big titles. But this one is for all the old Metroidvania games that we played, games that did not release in 2024. So let's take a look at your nominees for the older Metroidvania of the year. God, a fucking price. Oh. Century could help us. Defeat Shriek. Defeat Calico with full health and Diablo suit. Got 2 achievements for that one. Defeated Calico in full health with his own suit. Wait, the fuck is that? Oh, there's the last piece. It wasn't complete. I've had a harder time with some of the puzzles. The puzzles have been harder in this game. And I will admit, I suck at puzzle games. I'm awful at them. Start the Metroidvania mania over right now. I don't know, man. I looked at the amount of math. I did the math. Hashtag they did the math. I didn't think that would be double legacy to do that. I thought that was going to be crit scan. I just can't hold it much longer. It's going to blow! You know, it's funny. If I had a nickel for every single pinball Metroidvania game that we played this year, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's kind of weird that it's happened twice, don't you think? Anyways, those were the older Metroidvanias we played this year. There was a lot more that we played, you know, but I think these were the ones that could represent the best of this category. The Messenger, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Guacamelee, Yoku's Island Express, and All Was Legacy. All fantastic games in their own regard. Now, let's see the winner for the older Metroidvania of the year category. I have my favorite. I should be telling you guys my favorite every single time, but the winner is Ori and the Will of the Wisp with 54.8%. 54.8% with Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Oh my goodness. It's a really hard choice for me personally between the Messenger and Ori, because those are some of the greatest games that I've ever played. I'm glad that the community that's voting for this was smart enough to vote for Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Messenger is right behind that, though. If you haven't played either of those games, 100% you have got to go play them some more. Ori with 54%, that's insane. And now, some of you will say that Metroidvanias are a little bit too hard for you. Maybe not your style, you don't like the backtracking, you don't like any of that. You don't want that. You don't want that in your game. You want a nice, more relaxed experience. Well, don't you worry. In the Burr stream, you also get relaxed experiences. And this next category is the cozy experience of the year. You gotta have some cozy in your life. Gotta have a little bit of cozy. So let's see the nominees for the cozy game of the year in the Burr stream. All right, I bought more plushies. Time for guillotines. It's time. Wait a minute. Let me take this guy's money before I read about guillotines and time to rise and throw over society. Bro, you bought 3 Mafia works? I mean, I'm not gonna stop you, but does your doctor know? We gotta fight for our right. Woodcutters Weekly. Forging experience is nice. I might get my forging level 10. Probably not. Maybe. Maybe. Hey, Dave. Ain't nobody live here? Oh, this is somebody's summers. This is someone's summer house. Oh, you're a fucking asshole. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. What a fucking ass. You kidding me? You live in that? That's your house and you're complaining about the fucking town? You have the resources, you have money. Oh my lord. At least in Stardew Valley, everybody's poor together. It seems like this is ultra real. I think we might kill him in one hit. I think we're killing him in one hit. Oh.
Ready now. Rose it. The wing.
Swung late.
Strike two. And the count is 1 and 2.
Come on, Ahmed Khan.
Into the windup. The 1-2 pitch.
Oh my goodness.
Left of center.
Oh my goodness.
It is. Got ourselves a grand slam.
Off the rip.
He scored.
It was one cozy year, gamers. It was a cozy year. We have 2 farming simulators up there with Stardew Valley, which will be making a return in 2025. Stardew Valley will be back on this stream in 2025 to wrap up and get all those achievements. We're going to try to. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we're going to try to. Fields of Mystria will hopefully return at some point as well. Maybe we'll see the exact same 5 next year in the 2025 Burr Awards, because Fields of Mystria is in early access. So Peglin, one of the few games on this award show that actually has been nominated for more than one category. I try to keep categories, one game per category and whatnot, but Peglin has a couple in there. Backyard Baseball, that's just a great game. I had to throw Backyard Baseball in there. Backyard Baseball 97 coming out in 2024. What a great year. Just absolutely perfection. And then, of course, TCG Card Shop Simulator took the I guess the meme world by storm, where everybody was owning a card shop. And of course, I also owned a card shop. But we will see the cozy experience of the year, voted by the community, goes to, with 40.3% of the votes. 40.3% of the votes. It goes to Stardew Valley. Oh, Stardew Valley coming in and winning once again. Congratulations to Stardew Valley. Absolutely beautiful. Now, speaking of cozy, did you know Burr merch? You can get it on Tantrum Collectibles. And as of right now, until December 29th, if you're watching this on YouTube, it might be a little late for you to get this, but December 29th, you can get holiday merch until the 29th. Super cozy merchandise for you to buy. ! Merch in the Twitch chat. If you're watching on YouTube, there should be a link in the description maybe. But Tantrum merch, the holiday items are back for your favorite streamers. This was not an ad by Tantrum. I decided to do this. If you want to get some Burr holiday merch, it's available until the 29th. I think the Hyuk stuff is available till the 29th. The other stuff should be available until winter season stuff is gone. But if you want to get some merch, perfect time to do that. Now, there's a lot of games we play every single year. Lots and lots of games. And a lot of the games, they jump into early access, and then I kind of put the game down until it fully releases, because there's just too many games to play and not enough time. But some of these games that are in early access tend to stick around a little bit more than others. So here's a look at some of the best early access games that we have played this year. We have Drill Core, an incredible strategy roguelike game. Absolutely love that game. We played that one the most of all of these, I think. We have Windblown, made by Motion Twin, same people that made Dead Cells. I was getting one step ahead. We have Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. We actually did play Deep Rock Galactic for the first time this year when we played it for about 5 hours. Didn't have enough time to justify it on this award show. We have Fields of Mystria making a return. It was in the cozy game of the year. Maybe it'll win early access game of the year. And then we have Realm of Ink, a game that's kind of like Hades in terms of gameplay, but it does have a lot of uniqueness to it. Meta progression, different ways to play the game with the starting character, lots of unlocks. And we will see early access game of the year goes to, I can't seem to open it. It has 30% of the votes. This was a close one. 30% of the votes, and it goes to Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. A Horde Survivor, one of the more unique Horde Survivors. So I will say, that is pretty nice. 2 years in a row, we've had Horde Survivors win Early Access Game of the Year. We had Choo Choo Survivors win last year, upsetting Halls of Torment. I don't know what these Twitch chat people are voting for, but now we have Deep Rock Galactic Survivor coming in and taking the Early Access Game of the Year. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, there's also some games that come out and it seems like they're early access based on how buggy and messy they are. And those are the double and triple A games. You know, those big games that PlayStation and Xbox hype up. Well, the bad news is I did not really play any of those games this year. This category was the toughest to pick for because I realized that in terms of AAA games, this channel has done a lot of indies this year. But in terms of AAA games, there was only a few that I actually played. So this next category only has 4 nominees, and one of them I think is going to win when it shouldn't. But it's here because I don't like to duplicate games. So here is the AA and AAA Game of the Year. Because I only played 4 of them, let's check out the nominees. Someone wants a jetpack, it's coming. What the fuck? No, what the fuck? Why is he taking off? Oh, the destroyer left orbit. Oh my god, it's an endless amount of Nazis. Guys, we're gonna need some help here. Does anybody have backup? Oh my god! Ah! Alright, these levels are quite simple. The music's jazzy. The game does have some good music. Free stuff. It's not the worst thing in the world, but when I make a video on it, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, guys, this is a must-play game. If you're not really into DC all that much, you could probably pass on this one. If you're super into DC, okay, give it a shot. It's funny because even in the Suicide Squad clip, I'm like, this game is like only okay. Now, this category being this short, it's my fault entirely. I tell myself I want to play new releases. I want to play them when they drop. First off, games are expensive in Canada. A new released game is like 90 Canadian dollars, so I sometimes can't justify the price. And then other times, as a content creator, you get in your own head about like, oh, it's not going to be worth it, chat's not going to like it. But in 2025, this category should make a resurgence because I plan on playing a lot of games in 2025, and I am going to try to sneak in a lot of new releases. 2025 should be a great year for video games. Hopefully, I'll play a lot more new releases. And we'll see if I actually live up to that. And to be honest, there was probably a good amount of games that I did play that could be justified in this category. But I try to keep games into one category, and obviously that does not work at times. 'Cause clearly you can see some, but I have a feeling Twitch chat voted for a certain thing. All these votes are by Twitch chat. We will see. This is the 8th nominee, by the way. 8 out of 14. It's 14 total. This is the 8th one. The Game of the Year, double and triple A Game of the Year, my least played of the Game of the Years, goes to Ooh, Indiana Jones in the Great Circle with 44.3%. 44.3. I was expecting Suicide Squad to win because you guys are a bunch of memers in Twitch. But Indiana Jones in the Great Circle. Shout out to Kat for writing these down for me so I don't have to know them. Rivals was not nominated for this. Indiana Jones in the Great Circle. I will say, let me say something about Indiana Jones in the Great Circle. That is a very, 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 very great game. It's a bitch to 100%. If you're 100% in that game, have fun. It's kind of annoying. I wasn't even going to play the game. I thought it was going to look like a joke when I first saw the trailer. I was like, oh, really? Okay, Xbox, let's see what you're making. But when I played it, shout out to Bethesda for giving me a free key. They're not sponsoring, but they gave me a free key. It was honestly a really good time. I streamed it for about 34 hours. 100% of the game. I've gotten all the achievements. Great game. If any of you are deciding if you should play Indiana Jones in the Great Circle, I think you should. It's a great time. One of my cats is looking at me. Now, the next category is another blank of the year. And this one, this is a close category. This last one that we just did, double and triple A, Indiana Jones or Helldivers. I love both of those games. But this next one is the Metroidvania of the year. Don't get it confused with older Metroidvania of the year, but Metroidvania of the year. Newly released Metroidvania game that came out this year that blew our expectations away. A great game. So let's see the nominees for Metroidvania of the year. Checked it a little, like 30 minutes ago. I'm keeping my eye on it. Defeat all the bosses in the game, beat the game.
Descent. Phoebe, Piper, Penelope. It's time. Send in the payload.
I beat all the bosses. God damn it. I see what I need to do. I just didn't make it in time, I think. You gotta be fast, man. Oh, I hit her with a bow! I hit her with a bow at the last second. Oh, we fucking wrecked him! Oh my god, that last fight was so clean! Oh my goodness. Those were the Metroidvanias of the year. Now, you're probably wondering, why is there two Metroidvanias? Well, to put it simple, I played a crap ton of Metroidvanias this year. I played so many Metroidvanias this year. This was probably the most stacked category, to be honest. One of the most stacked categories. Biogun, an underrated underrated gem made by Dapper Dog Studio. They even went on the podcast interviewing indies. They did a great interview on that. Animal Well was pretty freaking good. A lot of puzzles, but overall still a very good experience if you are patient. Nine Souls, oh, Prince of Persia, oh, Crypt Custodian, cozy, nice time. But what does Twitch chat, what did the votes say was their favorite Metroidvania of the year? That released this year, I should say. These are for games that released this year. The Metroidvania of the year goes to with 35.5% of the votes. I agree with Twitch chat on this one. 9 Souls, 35.5% of the votes. Congratulations to 9 Souls for winning Metroidvania of the year. I'll be honest, when we started playing 9 Souls, I was like, am I going to like this game? Because it has a lot of parry, and a lot of people compare it to Sekiro from Software. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like this game. I'm going to suck. But 9 Souls, if you have not played 9 Souls, oh my God, you got to play that game. It's so goddamn good. It's so good. And if you're wondering where can, I want to see you play 9 Souls, well, go to the Let's Play channel. Go to the Let's Play channel. It's got everything on there. All these games that you potentially have missed and you're maybe wondering about, it's on the Let's Play channel. Go watch the VODs. Go watch the VODs. Now, Metroidvanias are obviously something that we play a lot of, but over these past few years, this channel has dedicated probably thousands of hours to roguelites. Roguelites. My YouTube channel has gained a substantial amount of subscribers thanks to roguelites, my main channel. You know, with roguelite tier list, making videos on games day they drop, Balatro, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, making in-depth videos on roguelites, Enter the Gungeon, Exit the Gungeon, Dead Cells. But this year was another stacked year with roguelite games. And of course, we're going to have the best roguelite of the year category somewhat near the end of the show. So let's see this nominees for roguelite of the year. Yay! We beat Crucible 6. Oh! This is the second run that I've won in Ravens Watch. Unseal the Great Gate. Where, oh, here you are, my dear. There now. It'll be alright. Everything I did it for you. May we meet beyond the gate. Thank you, Omen Forged. Farewell. What other shows are out there kind of like that? How about Everybody Loves Raymond? What do you guys think of that one? That feels like a show that's just kind of there. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say that's their favorite. Because I don't know how many people talk about Everybody Loves Raymond. Do any of you love Raymond? Oh, on the Dusk, which will be huge. $42,000. Win a run. You win. Good thing I didn't bet. Well. Roguelites have come and gone once again, and we don't have to beat around the bush on. I will say Twitch chat could vote for something completely different, but we can all agree that Balatro took the world by storm this year, and hell, it almost won Game of the Year in the Jeff Keighley show. I know I used the Balatro song, but I didn't have any other music to go with it. But we'll see what Twitch chat voted for the best roguelite of the year. I will say I want to give a shout out to the roguelite Shogun Showdown. It didn't make the nominees, but I do think it's actually probably one of the best roguelites that have released this year, Shogun Showdown. Turn-based, kind of card-based as well, deck-building roguelite. I didn't stream it really at all this year, but I have played it a lot on Steam Deck. But since this is about celebrating the year of content we had, it was not able to qualify for the best roguelite of the year because you guys didn't really watch me play it. But without further ado, Roguelite of the Year goes to, we'll see if it's what we think it is. Oh, with 64.5% of the votes, it goes to, of course, Balatro. With 64.5% of the votes, Balatro wiped it. To be fair, I did play that one more than everything else. Peglin, I played for about 30 hours. Ravens Watch, I think about 12 on stream. Balatro, about 40. Halls of Torment, I think about 20 or so. And Spiritfall was about 20 as well. But let's just be honest, gamers, it's hard to beat Balatro. It's hard to beat Balatro. It's just so easy and so addicting and just so simple. All the games were incredible, but it's hard to beat Balatro. Some people saying Halls of Torment was robbed. I'm going to tell you guys this. Last year, you guys didn't even vote Halls of Torment to win Best Early Access Game. So I don't want to hear it. You guys voted for Choo Choo Survivors to win Best Early Access last year over Halls of Torment. So I'm just saying, you guys clearly don't like Halls of Torment. You guys voted for Choo. You can check the VODs. Halls of Torment made Best Early Access last year, and Choo Choo Survivors made it. Choo Choo Survivors isn't bad, but Halls of Torment is great. Anyways, next we have games that we played with all of you. I don't play a crazy amount of games with Twitch chat, but I do like to play some games with Twitch chat here and there. And this year was a little bit slower, but it has picked up steam towards the end of the year. You, Twitch chat, these were your nominees for the best games that we played together. Super Mario Party Jamboree, that's a get-go. That's obviously going to be here. Great game. I guess it could have been in the Game of the Year category, but Indiana Jones won, so who cares? Great game, Mario Party Jamboree. We've played a good amount of games with chat. Not as much as I would like, but we've still played a good amount. Left 4 Dead 2, fantastic. One of my favorite multiplayer games of all time. I love Left 4 Dead 2. Mario Kart 8. What do I have to say? It's Mario Kart. We hate it. We play it. I get screwed by you guys every single time I get to first place. 17 blue shells spawn out of nowhere, and that's fine. Marvel Rivals just released in December, but we have played it for about 18 hours on stream, and I'm always playing with chat. It's a great casual experience. Chat's having a great time. I'm having a great time. And then probably one of the greatest games ever made with Helldivers. I obviously have some bias, but this is a pretty stacked list. All of these are incredible games to play with chat. Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, Mario Kart 8, Left 4 Dead 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree. Obviously, 2 of these games did not release this year, but let's see what we have. For Multiplayer Game of the Year, the winner is Super Mario Party Jamboree with 41% of the votes. 41%. Mario Party Jamboree makes it so Helldivers 2 doesn't even win a category. Helldivers 2, one of my games of the year, personally doesn't even win a category. It's in 2 of them. Oh my goodness. Marvel Rivals also got a little bit robbed. Unexpected. Mario Party Jamboree coming in to take the best multiplayer game of the year. 41% of the votes. That must have been a close one. But hey, better luck next time. Hey, Helldivers 2 might be back next year if we continue playing it. I don't care about release date for this category. For this category, I don't care about release date. A lot of these, it'll probably be the exact same games in 2025. I'm just saying. Helldivers 2, I'm sorry, Helldivers fans. Democracy has not been spread. Democracy was not spread. But, you know what can be spread? My wallet. It can get a lot fatter because right now until January 2nd, if you gift more than 5 subs on Twitch, Twitch only, not YouTube. If you gift more than 5 subs on Twitch, Valorant is going to give a bonus sub. They could gift more. Someone gifted 5 subs and Valorant gave 10. But with 5 gifted subs, now until January 2nd, you can make my wallet a little bit fatter. This show ain't free, man. Well, technically it is free, but a man's got to make money. End of the year bonuses here. We love it. Valorant's already gifted 43 subs. Oh my goodness, Bridge the Gabby gifted 5 in the chat, and Valorant gifted 1 too. We broke the 4th wall just for that. 5 gifted subs gets a bonus sub. Thank you, Valorant. You're not sponsoring this, but thanks for getting me extra money. I love extra money. Now, there's only 3 categories left, gamers. Only 3 categories left. I know, it's only been 45 minutes, but the Burr Awards go by pretty fast. We're not yet. I don't got 8,000 different games to have announced, and I don't have Hideo Kojima to come on my stage and fart. But this next one is for the games that we've played so much of, and I advocate for. I've made a podcast to interview developers of these games called Interviewing Indies, and it's the best indie game of the year. This does not count roguelites and Metroidvanias. Games like Balatro won't be here. Games like Nine Souls won't be here. Yes, they're indie games. They're indie games, but they already had their category. This is for single-player indie games that we have played this year and have released this year. So, let's see the nominees for the best indie game of the year. This was a pretty good category as well. This was a good list. These are good nominees. You should play all of these. Fantasy. Sammy Core died right as I defeated Genos. Oh no, we're gonna be stuck on this because Sammy Core just died. Oh, I don't even think he has a family anymore after that. Oh my god. Oh my god. They don't even get to shoot. Oh my god, they're spawning reinforcements and they're already dead. Hey buddy, your captain's dead. What are you guys still doing here? Just leave. I accidentally waited again by accident. I killed him in a minute. My time went down to 9 seconds instead of goddamn 10. Okay. Maybe this game hates me. Yeah. Give yourself a reward. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Now. This is a hard category. Some people may ask, is Pepper Grinder a Metroidvania? No, it's a single-player game. It's a single-player game straight through. Those were all great games. It's hard to believe Pepper Grinder was this year because it felt so long ago. Same with Berserk Boy. Those came out in March and in like April. March and February. We also interviewed the Berserk Boy developer on Interviewing Indies podcast. Great podcast. I'm hoping to get back going soon. I've just been a little tired, a lot of stuff going on, but a lot of great indie games came out this year, and really, this category could go anywhere because all of these games are phenomenal, and I do think you guys should pick up all of those games. 100% play all of those games. The winner for the best indie game, this is probably one of the most esteemed titles in the Burrgles. The best indie game of the year. Oh, I'm surprised by this one. Based off the reception you guys gave it on Twitch. Plucky Squire with 37.9% of the votes. The Plucky Squire takes it. I will say, I was very excited for the Plucky Squire, but it did not blow me away like I thought I would. It was a good experience, a great single player experience. I would play it again if I, experienced it the first time, but congrats to Plucky Squire. You win the best indie game of the year. I'm surprised you beat Arco, to be honest. Arco was incredible. Plucky Squire was easy, but it was great. You know what's not easy, though? Is getting Twitch clips for this award show. You know how many clips I got to download because of you guys? Virtually none. You guys are terrible at clipping stuff. Absolutely terrible. You guys make some clips here and there, but it's hard to get some good clips for an award show when there's not much of anything. But don't you worry. This year still had a few banging clips. And this next category, the second last category, is the best clips of the year. There are some good clips. There are some great clips. But when it, not a haircut, I don't need one. But when it comes to clips for the award show, there wasn't a lot of them. But here are some of the best clips that you guys did in 2024. God. I might have got you a new gun. Okay, what an ass. Oh my god.
I go just in a fucking drive-by.
You should have seen that on my head.
Lady, if I have to tell you once more, I have go. It's the back! What the hell?
Whoops. I ran right.
Dead. Someone tell Joker.
Imagine. You're in a hostage situation. You just watch Batman walk by casually. And they're just like, what the fuck? What is he doing here? Imagine getting mad because a creator you watch that you will never meet in person and have an actual connection with is dating another human being that they feel comfortable with. And you get mad at that because it's not you, even though what the fuck do you offer? This girl is a millionaire content creator. You're like a 33-year-old virgin living in your mom's basement, overweight, acne, you have no skincare routine, you don't eat anything healthy, you eat frozen pizzas for dinner every single day, you have no financial responsibility, you have $20,000 in debt because you donated it all to Pokename, and you think you're the one? Please. You think you're the one? No. No. You have to dig yourself out of this hole before you could be anybody's one. I accidentally farted without realizing it. And I was like, I sniffed, not realizing I farted. And I was like, oh my God, Stormy, you smell awful. Because it smelled so bad. I was like, Kat, get in here right now and smell this room. Does it smell awful? She was like, oh my God. She was like, is there a gas leak or something? And I was like, oh God. And I didn't realize it. And then I was about to go take a shower. I farted again. And then I smelled it. And I was like, oh no. Stormy didn't smell bad. It was my ass. She was like, it smells in here too. She was like, did you fart? And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God. I blamed it on my cat for smelling bad because she always smells bad. But it was just my ass. I just farted like crazy. What if you all just started playing sound alerts at the exact same time? Count us down, streamer. 3, 2, 1, go. Just start playing them all.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Just start playing them like crazy. How bad could it get?
Brother, this guy stinks! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot!
What do you got?
Brother, this guy stinks! Brother, this guy stinks!
Well, that
I get it. 3, 2, 1, go. Jump. And oh my God. I'm sorry.
Pivot.
No! I'm sorry! God! No!
Pivot!
No!
Oh my God. Now, I may have said you guys don't clip stuff, but I will admit, you clip the good stuff. You clip the good stuff because there was a lot of clips that I wanted to throw onto this, but I had to settle for 6. I'm glad you guys are laughing. It makes me smile seeing you guys laugh during all these clips. Nobody knows some of those clips, but there was a lot of really good clips this year, so just know if you clip something, it could get shown on the Burr Awards and your name could be like right up here. It could be right up here. at like the award show for 5 seconds. That 5 seconds could give you everything you need. Hawk Tua, girl, only needed like 4 seconds. All you need is a few. But the clip of the year, we'll see the best one of the year goes, oh my goodness, for the first time ever, in Burr Awards history, there is a tie for the best clip of the year. And it's ironic. The tie is both Pokemon Ironmon ones with the sound overload, and it was Burr all along at 33.3% of the votes. If only one more of you voted, but it's a tie between two clips. 33.3. I thought the one where I was playing Realm of Ink, I thought that one was gonna make it, but the sound overload and it was Burr all along. That's a true story too, by the way. They were Rancid Farts, not the band. Good band, but not my farts. They ain't good. Now, gamers, it's been 56 minutes of pure fun, laugh, and joy, and all of that shit. But there's still one more category to go over with the Burr Stream Awards. This is always the biggest category, the best category, really. It's always my favorite. Couple events didn't make this year, but we have the best stream event of the year. The best stream event. I don't have a lot of crazy events, but there has been some good stuff this year. First, we have the Darkest Dungeon Blood Moon. Everybody's favorite game, Darkest Dungeon. I failed this Blood Moon actually on about week 72 or something out of week 100. I failed the Blood Moon. That event failed. We have the Metroidvania Mania, where we beat, 9 Metroidvania games in 12 days. 9 Metroidvania games in 12 days with 70% achievements in all of them. We called it Metroidvania Mania. Maybe there'll be a second one coming up very soon. Let me know if you liked Metroidvania Mania. If you didn't, we'll flick it away. It'll be gone forever. The third one, probably the best event of the year. We raised money for NBCF. We raised money for the National Breast Cancer Foundation every single year. But every October, this is better than Christmas. We have me, Matthew or Matt, and Kevin, the president of NBCF. We play Rocket League while raising some money for boobs. And this year, when we played Rocket League, me and Matthew, we hadn't played Rocket League since the last time we played with Kevin. We won an in-game tournament. That's pretty big to us. We won a tournament. That was an incredible day. Metroidvania Mania, Darkest Dungeon, Blood Moon, Charity Rocket League with Matthew and Kevin. How can you beat that? Then we have the most recent event that is about to wrap up, actually. We only have one more achievement left. And it's getting every single achievement and enter the dungeon as fast as we can. That achievement, there's only one left. It'll probably take another 4 to 5 hours or so, but that's about to wrap up. It was a fun little event, about 60 hours of Enter the Gungeon. I think Metroidvania Mania even took a little bit longer than that. I think I streamed 72 hours in those 12 days for Metroidvania Mania. I'd have to double check. And then at the very start of the year, we did a Batman Arkham Marathon. 4 Batman games beat in about 2 weeks. We played through Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Origins, and Batman Arkham Knight. I'm surprised this put it on there, but looking back on it, I know it was a lot of Batman in a 2-week window, but it was just a lot of fun to sit down and just no life a game series, just no life it, beat the living Betsy out of it, and it was really great. So, but with the best stream event, I feel like we'll see what the winner is. Before we open it, big thank you to everyone for watching a whole nother year of content on twitch.tv/Burr. It's been a phenomenal year. Hopefully I'll still be full-time next year so we can keep doing this. I don't see myself stopping. I am a guy that has a good work ethic, and I need that. The winner for the best stream event, I will also do a quick shout-out before we look at the winner. A quick shout-out to raising money for the Canadian Red Cross to help the Jasper wildfires in August. That was not on here. That was very spontaneous. But you guys raised 2,500 Canadian dollars in about a couple weeks for Jasper, the national park in Alberta, Canada, for the Canadian Red Cross. So big shout out to that event as well. It didn't make the list, but big thank you to there because that is where I live. I don't live in Jasper, but I live like 4 hours away, 3 hours away. But the best stream event, holy moly, with 27.4%. 27.4%. That means this was close. This is a close race. But the winner with 27.4% of the votes, to my surprise, is Metroidvania Mania. Metroidvania Mania, a 2-week period of a shit ton of Metroidvania games. Oh, thank you, Lodima. Can we get a shout out, though, for NBCF and the money we raise for charity as well? That is always a top tier. But that is the last card. That's it. You guys, that was a good one. Metroidvania Mania wins the best stream event. I was going to ask, should I even do another Metroidvania Mania? But here we are. Lodima's gifting 10 in the chat. Thank you, Lodima. Valorant's gifting 2 on top of that. Thank you. That is the Burr Stream Awards of 2024. If it was a little scuffed, that's because I put this together in the last 2 weeks. I wasn't even going to do this award show this year because I was thinking, who really cares? I had one of those streamer moments where it's like, who really cares? And then I woke up one day and I was like, oh, I should just do it. I wrote down some lists, wrote down the nominees, the categories, and I was like, all right, let's do it again this year. So hopefully next year we will have a bigger and better event. I say bigger and better. I don't know how much bigger and better it's going to be. It's literally just me. I'll make sure to ask my mods for help next time besides Kat. But it was it came out of nowhere. But I was just like, oh, let's just get it going. So thank you guys. No special guests this year. No special guests. No, nothing like that. It's just a good time all around. Thank you for 6 great years. You've been here for 6 years. I'm going to be on here on 10. Next year is going to be the 10-year stream anniversary of me starting streaming in July of 2015. The first time I streamed video games on the internet. My first stream was Rocket League. Wow. Rocket League. And next year I'll be 10, which means next year I'm going to be 28. Congrats to all the winners. Thank you to the Twitch community for watching. And hopefully next year it'll be bigger and better, and we'll have a lot of fun. Yeah, thanks for watching YouTube Let's Play or Twitch. This will be a Twitch highlight and a YouTube Let's Play video, so you can watch it back whenever you want. It was another great year, so thanks for watching the Burr Stream Awards, the Burrgles of 2024, and here's the 2025.